You start the round with the question, and each one gets a chance to answer the same question. And the first question, phone call question, says, ITA is changing the tax cap. Do you support the new amended cap? And maybe somebody, maybe yourself, can tell us what the change is.
Overall, I support ITA's work, and I support the tax cap. It's a basic way to keep government under control, and so they have to really review what their priorities are. Thank you.
Okay, Valerie.
Yes, thank you. At the ITA forum, I did answer this question. Yes, I do support it. The Assembly has always kept the budget underneath the tax cap, and this year we were $3.5 million less than what we could have to reach the maximum on the tax cap. And it'll be up to the voters to support that, and I assume they will. And I think at this point, tax caps are here to stay for the rest of our duration, and I wish we could just have it over and done with instead of having to have petitions every 2 years.
Right. Now, do you know what the change is, what they're amending?
It has to do with new construction.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Guy Sattley.
Yes, well, I've always supported the tax cap. As has been said, it's good for 2 years at a time, and it has to be reapproved. I've always voted for it. I've signed petitions in the past for it. This time I didn't want to sign it until I knew what the numbers are. First of all, it's not going to be on this October's ballot, assuming that it's approved, and I'm sure it will be. They have a lot of signatures. It would be on next October's ballot. So we have a year to discuss it and understand the ramifications of it, and that's what I want to do. I want to understand the numbers. I want to understand what taking out new construction does. It's probably fine in the first year or two, but if it escalates, if it pyramids on itself, I want to know what taking out new construction does from the small changing in the tax cap. There's other changes built into the tax cap for cost of living increases, legal judgments, and a couple other things. I want to know what those changes are that are caused by new construction. But I've always supported the tax cap. I think it's a very good tool to keep local government in check, and I appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay, Mark Ames.
Well, thank you for the question, Dick. For the benefit of the hearers out there, I want them to know that I signed the tax cap, and as quoted in the newspaper, I'm for tightening it, about as tight as we can get. I also signed the homeowner exemption, tax exemption, which is being spearheaded by the capable Wolfgang Falk. I appreciate Day Miles and his stand on the tax cap as well. I paid taxes for decades, and I'd also, with regard to the tax cap, take another gander at the bed tax. The borough received a letter from the Fairbanks Association of Bed and Breakfasts regarding the bed tax. I think there hasn't been a response by any of the incumbents up here, and so I'm for tightening it. And I'm also for redirecting those millions to more worthy organizations throughout our borough-wide community. Thank you, Dick.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Hopkins. Luke Hopkins.
Yes, thank you. I have not signed this petition, and I don't expect to be signing the current petition to reduce the tax cap by eliminating the new construction piece for it. I don't believe that's a sound approach. I see our record for the last 3 years that I voted, where we have been under the tax cap for the revenue that we have required for our borough government, while we add some services that the majority of people want. And I think that when the numbers do come out, as Mr. Sattley spoke to, I think that we'll see that when you project the effect of this cap that we might be voting on in 2008, for about 5 years from now, we'll see the result. And as I said, we've operated under the tax cap. That's fine with me. We've been responsible in our budgeting, and I think that that's what should be looked at.
Okay.